from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, January 29th, 2016. I'm Paula Degnan in for Ann Gownley. Hazleton City Council on Tuesday will look into raising property taxes and the earned income tax. This afternoon, Council's agenda was released to the public, and on it, Council will consider 3 ordinances dealing with the budget. Budget Ordinance 2016-4 calls for Council to raise the EIT tax from $1.35 to $1.60, which translates to 25 cents per every $100 earned. Ordinance 26-5 calls for Council to raise the property tax rate from $4.51 to $4.60, adding $9 to property taxes on a $100,000 home. These are all items that Mayor Jeff Cassatt has been asking for to hire more cops and restore cuts made to some departments. That council meeting is Tuesday, February 2nd at 7 p.m. A man was taken to the hospital after falling from a second-story apartment building window in Wilkes-Barre. It happened on Irving Place just before 5 o'clock this morning. Police say the man was crawling down the street when they arrived on the scene. There's been no word released on his condition. Police are questioning people in the area, and the investigation is continuing. Butler Township Police arrested a man earlier this week for allegedly selling crack cocaine. 49-year-old Scott Grandstaff was charged with delivery, possession with intent to deliver, and several related counts, all felonies. Butler Township Police say they've been working with the Hazleton Police Narcotics Unit investigating the sale of crack in the valley, and Grandstaff's popped up as a seller. He's now in the county prison on $100,000 bail. More information has now been released on an arrest made for 2 break-ins at the same business. According to court papers, 19-year-old Stephen Reese already confessed 2 break-ins at Bob's Sporting Goods on North Wyoming Street. He was being arraigned for the break-in at the business that occurred back on January 6th, but he'd confessed to an earlier break-in at the same store that happened Christmas Day, although he refused to name his cohorts. During his interview, Reese told police he'd stolen guns to get money for Christmas and conspired with 2 other men on the heist. He admitted that he and the other men entered the store through a broken window and planned to steal guns from the display case. Those stolen guns reportedly still on the street. A Weatherly man was arrested after authorities found child pornography materials at his home. 61-year-old James Kessel admitted to downloading videos and photos off his home computer. Agents with the Attorney General's office conducted a search of his home on 6th Street and found 8 videos and 2 photographs, as well as a hard drive containing other videos. Kessel was charged with 10 counts of child pornography, 1 count of disseminating child pornography, and 1 count of criminal use of a communications device. He's now in the Carbon County Prison in lieu of $100,000 bail. The prosecution can seek the death penalty in the case of Jesse Conwee, the prisoner who killed a corrections officer from Nanticoke in the federal prison at Canaan. That's the ruling from federal judge Richard A. Caputo. Conwee's attorney sought to bar the death penalty in his case, in all cases, as they argued it was unconstitutional. Caputo ruled the death penalty's legality had long been debated and upheld by the federal Supreme Court. Conwee, an alleged gang assassin, is slated to stand trial in September for the murder of Eric Williams. He allegedly kicked Williams down a flight of stairs before beating and slashing him to death with 2 shanks back in 2013. Conwee has given indications he'll plead guilty if prosecutors drop the death penalty. While the Williams family supports the plea bargain, attorney's office Peter Smith has refused to do so. 3 people were arrested for their roles in a number of shoplifting incidents. According to Rush Township Police, all the thefts took place at the hometown Walmart. 27-year-old Brian Kramer allegedly stole about $150 worth of merchandise on January 14th. He now faces charges of retail theft and receiving stolen property. A 17-year-old from Lansford also will be charged with retail theft for stealing $34 of goods January 12th. And 34-year-old William Manis Jr. of Tamaqua allegedly walked into the store on January 15th, removing some $67 worth of merchandise. He's also being charged with retail theft for that incident. The Hazleton City Authority has hired a former board member to a newly created position last night. Dick Iman was hired as its new deputy director. Iman, a former director of Luzerne County's Workforce Development, as well as an HCA board member, will get a salary of $65,000 a year plus 3% annual raises for the next 4 years. Aman was a board member when the HCA built a new filtration plant and office complex a decade ago. The Shenandoah Valley School Board is now looking for a vice principal for its elementary school. The board accepted the resignation of elementary vice principal Jessica Savitsky at Wednesday's meeting. The vote, 8-0. Savitsky's last day is February 5th. She's also the special education coordinator in the elementary school and is leaving the district to become the supervisor of special education in the Williams Valley School District. Acting Superintendent and Business Manager Anthony DeMalis Jr. said they will post that position within the next week. The district is still conducting a search for a superintendent. Hazleton native and Pennsylvania National Guard Adjutant General James Joseph is on a leave of absence. According to a press release from the governor's office, no reason was given on why Joseph is taking the time off. In the meantime, Deputy Brigadier General Anthony Corelli will serve as interim Adjutant General during the time. The Brigadier General assumed deputies as the Deputy Adjutant General of the Pennsylvania National Guard Joint Force Headquarters in January of 2013. He serves as the primary advisor to the Adjutant General on all matters pertaining to air operations and as commander of the Pennsylvania Air National Guard. There was also no word on when Joseph will be returning to his post. If you don't like the weather, just wait. More changes are on the way. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Thanks, Paula. Well, definitely changes for the better. If you like warmer temperatures, we're going to start to see them as we progress through the second part of the week heading into next weekend. But travel cameras right now, things looking pretty good for traveling, although we had some of that light snow overspreading our area and some snow showers. Still a little bit of some leftover snow, some snow showers fairly light on radar, but again, not a whole lot, just up through Tunkhannock and over through the northern tier of Pennsylvania. But that pretty much is about it. Temperature-wise, in the 30s, but when you combine the winds, it actually is making it feel like temperatures are only 20s. It's actually now 32 degrees in Bloomsburg, 30 degrees in New Angola, 32 in Berwick, and 31 degrees in Danville. I'll talk about the complete 7-day forecast and what we can expect this upcoming weekend, so stick around. Paula?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, you'll hear about a new program that's being launched in the Hazleton area to help the homeless. Plus, a new business in Wilkes-Barre is really paying it forward. That and much more coming up. Stay with us.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and Sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Grand Central helps make your place the place where comfort is king and style rules the day. The place where dinner time is family time and bedtime is beautiful. Right now on all furniture and bedding, the price on the floor is the price to your door. No tax, no delivery, no inflated prices, no kidding. Plus up to 36 months interest-free financing. Grand Central, helping make your place home.
Hi, I'm Donna Palermo, Secretary of Palermo Heart to Heart. We are now recruiting businesses, nonprofits, and individuals to carry beads of courage to encourage children or teens who have cancer or who are coping with other serious chronic illnesses to participate in the program. Inside each Carry a Bead kit is a matched bead set. Every time you carry a bead, you connect with the child. You keep and collect the other bead as a symbol of your commitment to care. If you or your business would like to participate in Beads of Courage, please visit our website listed on the screen.
Making sure the homeless in the greater Hazleton area are taken care of during the cold winter months was the topic of discussion on Topic A with Gary Perna this week. Gary was joined by Neil Oberto from Catholic Social Service to talk about a new pilot program set to launch in February. Here's part of the show.
Again, a program that'll be administered by Catholic Social Services, but I can again overemphasize the fact that it's a strong collaborative effort with support coming from the diocese, the United Way, the churches within the community. Pilot program, because it's going to be, we're looking at 4 months, Gary, and in that 4-month time frame, we're going to respond and to this unmet need of sheltering. It'll be for males and females. Individuals. Families will be referred to other places. So someone needs a place to stay and a meal, that need will be met. You know, but then the other important piece to this is we'll be collecting data and you know, looking to see who are these individuals, how many, what's the number like, where are they coming from? Because by collecting that data, that'll enable us to get a much, much better handle on it, go after other funds, and also another piece is identifying all the resources that are available, and at the same time, what unmet resources are there that we would have to try to somehow fill the gap with.
And you know, that's another question I forgot to ask is we really don't have a count of saying we know how many people are, you know, are considered homeless in Hazleton, you know, and I was, people right up to, oh, there's probably only 10 or 15, but you know, we could be looking at a larger number than people realize. We could be, and that's what's going to happen in this 4-month time frame to at least try to do a more comprehensive assessment. And so this is looking at one level, but then we also want to, in a sense, look at the bigger picture as well. As you said earlier, here's ground zero. But we know that there's other housing, homeless needs. If somebody comes in who might be a veteran, tying them up with vet services and everything, et cetera.
You can see the full interview. Topic A will broadcast twice on Saturday, 11:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m., here and only here on WYLN TV. A new business has opened its doors in downtown Wilkes-Barre this week, Dino's Pizza Express, located now on Main Street. The owner of the business is also looking to lend a helping hand in the community by taking a slice out of hunger. By adding just 99 cents to their order, customers will be donating a slice of pizza to the homeless in the Wyoming Valley. They'll begin pizza delivery to area shelters next week. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk will be back in with a full look at our forecast. Plus, one group is looking for input which will shape the future of getting from here to there in the area. Stay tuned.
Boy, I hope I win tonight. Why?
It's tax time, and I have to get my taxes done.
Well, why don't you try Honest Abe's tax service? The most you'll pay is $75 to $125. They say don't stress, pay less.
What's that name again?
Honest Abe's Business and Tax Service. 310 South Church Street, Hazleton, 570-861-8297.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
Well, we got a special visitor today outside. This happens to be Ziva. She's 7 years old. She is a full black German Shepherd, and tell you what, she loves this type of weather. But you got to also remember that when it's this cold, you don't want to leave your pets outside. You always want to bring them inside. In fact, I'll just show you. She really enjoys the snow. If I take, see, I can't even make a snowball. Ziva, right? She's going, right? Yeah. Or if I happen to take a shovel, check this out. She's just going to go, yeah. She'll jump up, she'll get everything. Go ahead, Ziva. Nothing like a great German Shepherd, and like I said, she just happens to love the snow. Right? Get her. And she eats the entire snowball. All right, let's get on to the graphic for this evening, and you'll be able to see for yourself that, you know, it's a cold day across the northeastern Pennsylvania. And if you don't like the cold weather, well, I got some good news for you. We're going to be dealing with some milder weather, but we're going to have to wait until at least the second part of the weekend. And as we start going into early next week, that's when we're going to see a little bit of a warm-up in our forecast. And before all is said and done, we're going to be looking at temperatures getting up into the 40s. Live 35, Skycast Doppler. Well, we just got a couple of light snow showers northern tier of Pennsylvania, and there's Ziva down toward the south. All right, our live WYLN conditions. We're at 26 degrees outside our station, but again, it's feeling like temperatures are only in the teens. Temperature-wise, throughout the entire state, we got temperatures in the 20s and lower 30s. It's cold out there, and with the winds, it's even making it feel colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. Temperatures in the Wyoming Valley area still cold. Upper 20s, lower 30s. Had some of those snow showers moving through and flurries, enough to whiten up the ground. But then the sun came out, and then we had a couple of more snow showers around. Not looking bad through tonight. As we head into tomorrow, not looking bad either. Looking at the numbers tonight, though, it's going to be cold, dropping down into the teens. Tomorrow, we're up into the 30s. Many areas will be a little bit above freezing. It won't be until the second part of the weekend that we start to see a nice warming trend in store for our area. And then we're going to be looking at temperatures getting up into the 40s for daytime high temperatures. Extended forecast looking like this. If you like the warmer temperatures, I have them for you. But before that, some cold temperatures as we head into tomorrow. And then Sunday, we warm up into the 40s. We got some showers around, scattered showers as we start going into early next week. And then after that, well, we got temperatures in the 40s and then 30s as we start going into the ending part of next week. Daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the pick 2, 401, the pick 3, 598, and the pick 4, 7709. And taking a look at some more numbers, the pick 5 numbers 18896 and treasure hunt numbers 145, 20, and 26. Stick around. We'll have more for you after the break.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, and outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazelton's Fun Fest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill flag, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Public meetings are scheduled for plans of major transportation projects in Carbon, Schuylkill, Monroe, and Pike counties. The Northeastern Pennsylvania Alliance is looking for public input for programs and policies needed for the next 25 years. Part of the plan, maintaining existing infrastructures, including bridges and roads, intersection improvements, and safety corridor improvements, which will include routes 209, 309, and 611 are on the list. Reconstruction of Route 309 from Route 54 in Rush Township to Klein Township and the Route 209 Interchange Road project in Lehighton are scheduled for 2017. A copy of the draft can be seen at nepa-alliance.org/transportation. Public meetings are as follows. February 17th, 8:30 a.m. at the Monroe Administration Center in Stroudsburg, February 17th at 3 p.m. at the Schuylkill County Courthouse in Pottsville, and February 18th at the Pike County Administration Building in Milford. Geisinger now has a new facility in Wilkes-Barre to help senior citizens live independently. The Life Geisinger program offers daily living and health services that help eligible older adults stay in their own homes. The Geisinger staff creates a care plan that fits specific needs, including medical and specialized geriatric health care. Life Geisinger is part of the nationwide PACE program. It also offers a full range of health services which can be administered at the client's home or at Geisinger locations in Scranton, Culpmont, and now the new location in Wilkes-Barre. The adult daycare center is an alternative to nursing home care. The new facility is at Geisinger South in Wilkes-Barre and is scheduled to officially open up next month. For more information, you can visit geisinger.org. Coming up next, Eric DeBaradinas is in with sports on WYLN and another check on the forecast. Stay tuned.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
This week on Topic A, I'm joined by Neil Alberto, Executive Director of Catholic Social Services here in Hazelton. We're going to talk all about a new pilot program being launched to help those homeless people in our area. Join us this week on Topic A, only on WYLN.
The Baby Penguins were supposed to be well represented at the AHL All-Star Game set for this weekend, but their number of representatives now cut in half. Defenseman Derek Pouliot now ineligible because he's currently with the big league Pens, and today was released that Matt Murray won't be making the trip to Syracuse either, instead nursing an injury back in Wilkes-Barre. The Pens will be sending rookie forward Dominic Simon and assistant coach Jay Leach to the AHL All-Star Classic, which will be held on Sunday. But before that, the team with a pair of weekend games against Lehigh Valley. Important girls basketball games across the Wyoming Valley Conference last night. We start with highlights from Hazleton visiting Wyoming Valley West. The Lady Cougars haven't lost since their conference opener to Dallas. In the first quarter on Thursday night, Hazleton on the attack and Alyssa Shimani nailing the runner, and they're up 11-8. Later in the frame, Mackenzie Uri, leading scorer in the conference, cues it up from long range. Hazleton then up 1. Erin Gibbons, though, a tough cover for the Lady Cougars. She strikes back, and we are knotted at 17. Lady Spartans put up a good fight. However, Hazleton pulls away later on. 84-72 is the final. Moving on, Wyoming area trying to steal first place in Division II of the conference from host Nanticoke, but it's the home team that's dominant from the start. Gianna Roberts up ahead. Quick 4-0 lead for Nanticoke, forcing a Wyoming area timeout, but not much changes. That's Roberts underneath the basket again. And then some great passing, and the ball ends up in the same spot. Shaquana Zendarski this time there to finish. Nanticoke cruising on layup night. They maintain first place with a 66-44 final. Roberts with 20 points and Zendarski with 18. We finish with another Division II clash during Suits and Sneakers Week. It's Lake Lehman, Hanover area. The Lady Knights Julia Enabo making it rain. Ceilings beware. The floater is good, but also beware of Asdon Hooper with a very appropriate name. She can hoop, she can score, she can also pass, finding Haley Bobos. From baseline, she is pure. Lady Hawkeyes up 13-6. And it's Bobos a step further out, but finding her niche again, and Hanover area wins 63-34. Well, that big football game set for next week, but still some championships taking place down under this weekend. Australian Open finals, and on the men's side, it's Andy Murray making his 5th appearance, aiming for his first win. But first, he'll have to beat Novak Djokovic, who he has lost to in 3 Open finals.
Yeah, the most important thing for me is to sustain my level for long enough, and not just, for one set here or there and a few games here or there. I need to do it, for a very long period if I want to get the win, and that's my challenge on Sunday.
For the women, it's 6-time winner Serena Williams matching up against first-timer Angelique Kerber.
Everyone has expectations. I'm the favorite. I was the favorite in New York. I feel like I could have done better in New York, but that was a learning experience.
I think most will say, okay, Serena will win, but this is the challenge I can take, to go out there. I have nothing to lose. I don't have so much pressure like she has, and
Men's final on Sunday, women on Saturday. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
WYLN TV 35, first in live sports. Join Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and the entire WYLN sports team as we bring you the best in live local sports. WYLN TV 35, the event, not just the highlights.
All right, there's a look at your 7-day extended forecast, and overall things not looking too bad. We're going to see a little bit of a warm-up in store for our area as we start going into the second part of next week. Things looking very nice with temperatures managing to make it up into the 40s for daytime high temperatures. I get a chance to at least do a little bit of sitting in front of the set for a change. A little bit different than what I'm used to, because it's Ziva, yes, a 7-year-old German Shepherd. She's very good.
I think she's better than the groundhog. Can you bring her back next week and she can do her thing?
I think so.
To predict?
Yeah, does she predict winter and weather and stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's going to take over my job.
You haven't taught her that yet?
No, not yet.
No? Well, you all have a great weekend, and remember, as Joe said, it's going to be cold. Bring those pets inside.
Charles, get a shot of her.